environment looks familiar, you are not where you used to be. I am headed in a new direction because I'm going somewhere. My wallet don't say it. My mind don't say it. My friends don't say it. My family don't say it. My education don't say it. But I got a feeling in my belly. Something God spoke in my spirit. And when he said, I'm going, he didn't say, it's over. He said, you're going. So even though I may come to a traffic detour, even though they may have a wreck in the road, it will not stop where I'm going. I may take a little time getting there, but I'm going somewhere. Reach over and tell yourself, say, self, we're on the move. If you would follow with me right quickly to verse 65, we see here in the text, he said, thou hast dealt well with thy servant, O Lord, according unto thy word. The word, Hebrew word there is debar. He says, you have dealt with me according to your commandments. Just what you said, that's what you've done. Just what you said, that's what you've done. Just what you said, that's what you've done. Somebody gonna get that on the way home. Just what God told you, that's what he's done. Oh, somebody said, no, he hadn't done that yet. Yet. Can I get somebody to say yet? And so in verse 66, if you will follow with me right there, he says, teach me good judgment and knowledge, for I have believed thy commandments. Because I believe you, teach me well. In verse 67, he says, before I was afflicted, I went astray. Life has a tendency of teaching you what books could never. A book will tell you you need to be disciplined and how to be disciplined and the steps of being disciplined. But nothing like a whipping will make you disciplined. I remember when I was real young and by my grandmother's house, and my grandmother used to love green apples. Somebody say green apples. And she would tell us every day, she said, now don't eat the green apples. You can do all the red ones you want, but don't touch the green ones. But of course me, being a child who was very sneaky when he was young, I know y'all never been, in sin, so pray for me. And so therefore I would sneak and take the green apple. And my grandmother knew my character. And so even when I would say Junior did it, she said, come here, you. I know it was you. I know it was you. You see, I know how you steal. Oh, y'all don't hear me. I know some of y'all never stole grapes out of Kroger's, ink pens from a job, and I know y'all never done that, so y'all pray for me. Thank God I don't do it no more. And so I would steal the apple, and I got a whipping one day. She told me to go out to the fig tree, take the figs off of the limb, dip it in some water with some honey and goose grease. Oh, see, y'all don't know what a whipping is. And she hit me 3 times in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. That was my second and last whipping she ever gave me. Because at that point, I knew this woman had lost her mind. And I was healed, delivered, and made whole. It's something about a whipping. It's something about going through some storms and getting a whipping from it that will make you listen when you don't want to listen. Because every time I went to steal again, there was a mark on my behind. Oh, y'all don't hear me. That let me know if you go back again. Some of y'all got some marks in you on your spirit to remind you, don't get with that kind of man no more. Don't get with that kind of woman no more. So he says, before I was afflicted, I went astray in verse 67. He said, but now have I kept thy word. He said, because of what I've been through, now I'm keeping your word. In verse 68, listen to his testimony. He says, thou art good, you're pleasant, you're kind, and you do its good. Teach me thy statutes. In verse 69, he says, the proud have forged a lie against me. Now, y'all know what forgery is, huh? That's when you sign somebody's name without permission and cash that check and get that money. We like to tell a story of how people stole from us, but we don't always tell how we stole, because we're afraid that somebody will really know our testimony. But I could care less about you who can't do nothing to me or for me. Because if God knows and he didn't kill me, why am I worried about you? He said the proud, they forged a lie. They took my name and used it against me. They put my name to stuff that I didn't do. Now, I did do some stuff. I just didn't do that. I did go some places, but I just didn't go there. I did smoke some stuff, but I didn't smoke that. I thought I had a